piece knocking up, but Red Not will take the 74th running of the Manitoba Derby. 16th of a mile to go. Manitoba is going to give Henry Wynn Jr. his first Manitoba Derby. Running of the Manitoba Derby. Judo with the lead with the 16th of a mile to go. Judo taking the Harvey Warner Manitoba Mile. Yeah, baby, you just can't beat them at ASD.
The Manitoba Jockey Club acknowledges that we are on Treaty 1 territory, and the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Anisininew, Dakota, Lakota, and Dene peoples, and the national homeland of the Red River Métis. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this land.
And welcome everybody to ASD Live, brought to you by Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries. Day 8 on the racing calendar. Quick look back at yesterday's racing action. Who was hot? Well, on the jockey's side, it was Sven Balrup, who ended up having a couple wins on the card, as did Javanil Patterson, who had 1 win. So Sven Balrup on top with 9, Javanil Patterson with 8, Antonio Whitehall with 6, and Tyrone Nelson and Siobhan Townsend round out the top 5. On the trainer side, Jerry Gorno with another good day with 2 wins. Steve now he's up to 12. Steve Keplin Jr. also had a win. He's at 8. Wendy Anderson, Mike Nault at 4, and Tom Gardapi Jr. at 2. Stretch, what'd you see on the racetrack?
Yeah, it was one of those days of no real surprises. We both had the different ones, and you had some solid picks in there. I thought the key was understanding the race shape. We talked about it in some of them, saying that there was no speed, and you had to find the lone speed, or there's so much speed, find the closers. And so that's kind of how the race is kind of shaped up, but also understand it's the last race, the speed went gate to wire, but that was 5 furlongs. And 5 furlongs.
That's a total key and a big dropper in there.
Yeah, and as compared to an all-out duel going 6, speed horses can kind of carry that speed, and the closers don't really get going until late. So you've got to watch out for that. And then with all of our different distances, I like this time of year. There's so many new puzzles of going longer, shorter, and first time 2 turns and everything. It's hard to get biases because of the surprising. When we started the start of the year, they were all 5 furlong races, which is obviously understandable, and you could get a little more read on it. So it's just kind of be careful. It's adds to a lot of extra stuff with all the extra handicapping distances, who's good at this distance and who's not, who was prepping. So
and who's ready and who's not.
Yeah, who was ready that first start and who was ready the second on the first time layoff horse won in the beat our top pick.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Even Mystery Dance yesterday was a horse, ran last in its first start last year, ran a huge race second time out, and did it again this year. Ran flat first time out, trailed, and ended up winning. So sometimes stuff like that plays. They need that start under their belt so they can start showing their best.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get the wake-up call. So we've got a good card today. We'll talk about the weather as we go, but we do have some rain, a little bit of rain right now. If it rains like this, I think the track will stay the same.
Yeah, definitely
But we'll see how it goes.
Looks
but
like they're just scraping the top on it because there is expected to be rain throughout the evening and into the early morning.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick things off with an allowance race. 4 3 and up maidens. They're going to go 5 furlongs. Scratch number 3, Speck of Gold. And scratch number 5, High Miler. Stretch, what do you got in here?
Well, I scratched into my selections because it was a late scratch on the 5, so I had to rework it.
And a
out.
late scratch on
And
the 3. Both
yes,
of them.
both were scratched.
I got them on the way out here.
Oh, very good. So that's why re-handicap it, and I'm giving you my picks, but everything's kind of moved up based on who's left in it. So I talked about there's just a lot of unknowns. We have what 3 that haven't raced this year, and the one that has was a little bit off form. I'm going to start with the 1 as my top selection, and yes, it's an older filly against the boys, but I like that it's the 4-year-old. Also, Jason Homer's already won 2 races with firsters, and then 1 race he had the top 3 in the young horses. So
yeah, the 2 firsters that he had that one day ran 1-2.
Yeah, exactly. And the other one was 1-3, and the middle one was on a layoff as well. So why not just go with that? That's been working. His horses are like that already. Makes it my top pick.
Yeah, let's go to the breeding on number 1, Coastie. Coast Guard had 1 win, 182,000 in earnings. The mom, 750 Misty, was a maiden. This one does have 4 siblings. One's a 2-year-old. Has 1 full sibling that is a 3-year-old. That is also a maiden, a 2-time winner and a 3-time winner of $35K. The 2-horse Swing Time out of Saturday Night Lights, a 10-time winner, over 200,000 in earnings from 6 furlongs to a mile, but has a lot of prodigy that shows speed. The mom, Lulu Lightning, had 4 wins, $56,000 in earnings. Not much to go on in here, as this is the first one to race. There is a yearling and a 2-year-old that are full siblings, but of course they haven't run yet, so not much to go on. But I do like that work coming in 102 out of the gate most recently. But my top selection in here is number 4, Mo Mambo. Why? Well, it's older to start with. It's a 5-year-old. Last year, it did a lot better going around 2 turns with Sierra Pruitt. Sierra Pruitt is an apprentice. She isn't one of those that can ride the horse real hard to get it in an early position near the lead. But now Ronaldo Cumberbatch jumps aboard. He can be more aggressive if he wants to. And in a lot of these races, everybody chases the first-time starters. And this happened to me in Stretch in Phoenix. We were looking at all the firsters, all these great workouts. And I looked at another horse that was kind of overlooked. And I said, well, this horse actually ran a good race. So I went to him. What happened? Well, he ended up winning it at 37-1 with the favorite running second, and the firsters ran okay. So I'm going to take a shot on the 4. If the other horses were in here, I would have got a price, but 8-5.
Yeah, I'm with you. It just has to have the run evenly, and you mentioned about the 2, the unknown. I like the 5 furlong work always for that, so I'm 1-4-2.
And I'm 4-2-1. Now we're carrying on to race number 2, a $5,500 claimer for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go 7 furlong. Stretch. What do you have in here?
Yeah, well, kind of similar. Competitive race. I think there's going to be some speed in here early, and that's why I ended up not too concerned, because I think the 3 is the most speed in here, and that's has the right rider. With Sheldon, I like how he gets horses out and get the front end and just go. This horse has got the lead. At higher levels, I like that about that. I think this horse can just grab it, and if he can carry the speed, I think she can. I think she can carry her speed and go gate to wire.
Yeah, I'm thinking that there is a duel. I think number 2, Layla's Song, will try and get that positioning on the inside. So those 2 battle. The 4, Hardly Mischievous, ran so good last time. Layla's Song had such an easy lead, got a breather the whole way around the track until inside the 16th pole and fended off Hardly Mischievous. But if there is that battle, I think this is the main contender to run him down.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That's kind of how I handicapped it. If the 3 clears, then it's tougher for the 4 if the 2 and 3 knockheads. And I did like the 4 the last time, and obviously somebody got loose. I didn't think that the 2 could get the lead. I thought the 2 inherited the lead last time and ran. It was just a smart ride by the jockey. This horse usually comes off the pace and tries to make a late run. The horse is, in fact, in top form. 1, 2 of the last 3. Might just be the sharpest of the bunch, but might be the one to beat. But I'm going to go 3, 4, and 2.
Yeah, and the other one to look at, number 1, Cressati, taking the drop from the allowance level. That race was so much tougher than anybody else in this field has run. Takes the drop, only got beat by 7 lengths there. I like it within 5 lengths. It's competitive at that level. Now it's dropping 2 levels, missing the 75, coming down to the 55. And I think that makes it even more competitive with that rail draw. Has tactical speed to stay close. Great route races at Tampa that are good enough to win this one. So I'm going to give you 4, 1, and 3. Now we're going to carry on to race number 3, kicking off jackpot pick 5 wagering. We have the Courtbridge Shuffle overnight stakes for 3-year-olds. They're going to go 5.5 furlong stretch. What about this one?
I bet Corporate Shuffle a bunch of times.
So did I.
Well, that's why it's named after. Obviously, the horse must have won some races. So.
Yeah, it wasn't against a horse. It's still a maiden.
Yeah. It might only be 4 in here, but I think it's a solid stake race. I think all 4 are very good. I know one's a first-time starter, but there's a lot of pluses. May need one against this bunch, but I went with with Robertino bringing in a horse. He ships in a horse, and is the same jockey on, or have they switched the jockey?
Oh, Kamel Samto, that he's supposed to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that adds to it. I should have checked before.
That's a Hastings rider that's riding in Alberta right now at Century Mile.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. I just thought he brings in a rider. There's lots of good riders in. He brings this one in here. He means business. I watched the replay going the 2 turns at the mile at Sunland. Battled, went too fast, just absolutely too fast, and backed up. The horse should have backed up after those. I think this horse has the potential to get the lead, or at least be right close to the lead, and now with the cutback can go gate to wire.
Yeah, and I went to Classico. Classico ran really well last time out. The speed was Witt's 10 touch. Classico sat on the outside, and when Antonio Whitehall, if you want to say, asked the horse to run, because he barely moved his hands, and he was long gone. But what I really like about that day, the horse went down in 1 minute and 1/5, that minute and 20, and the 3X, the allowance 3rd level, that went in just 7/100ths difference. So that made that race so much better for me. Great running style, won't let Truly Unbelievable get away. This is definitely a very talented 3-year-old also.
Oh, absolutely. They're both good. It's going to be a fun race. And don't forget the one. This horse had a very good 2-year-old race, especially the last one. Works are as good as I've ever seen with Jared Brown horses in the morning. This horse clearly is ready to go. We'll just see. Has to run at least that good, if not better, to contend with the top 2. It's just a good race, just with the talent. If the horse improves,
even though it's a compact field.
Yeah, and if it improves from going from 2 to 3, who knows? Maybe that horse is already caught up to the other ones. But I'll still go 4, 3, and 1.
And let's go to the breeding on number 2, Cash Mule out of Army Mule. Well, who's that? Well, you might not know much about this horse. Started 3 times, won by 6, won by 7, won by 8. Undefeated in 3 starts, won a maiden allowance, won a first level allowance, and then won the Carter Handicap at Aqueduct, a grade 1 race, and all by absolute daylight. The mom was unstarted, not much to go on there. 4 half siblings, a 2-time winner of 91K, a 5-time winner, 124K, 2 one-time winners of 25 and 28K. But if it's anything like its dad, could surprise everyone. But I'm 3, 4, and 1. Now we're going to carry on to race number 4, kicking off $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering with a $5,500 claimer for 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs. And I had a real hard time with this race stretch.
A toughest race.
Unbelievable.
Toughest race for me on here. I think it's wide open. I think at least 5 of 7 can win it. We have 5 of the 7 listed up there. I've decided, well, you'll see how many I have in the pick 5 and pick 4.
Yeah,
but,
I can imagine.
Yes, at least the 5. Let's go with the dropping speed. It was a tough field last time. This horse could not get the lead last time. It was just too quick. I think this horse does have a chance to clear, and if he can clear, certainly may not look back. It's just that much easier to clear, and I like horses that drop after dueling. That's where you can get some prices, and so taking a shot.
Yeah, and the winner, Finding Ways, did come back to win last night. Chicago's Gray was the speed of that race. I'm not surprised that you had Lieutenant Norm in your picks. I ended up putting it on top. Yeah, it was in for the same 5,500, but Lieutenant Norm, who likes running second, yeah, I know that stretch, but ran against Batty King and Valley Victory. Both of those horses went to the allowance level. Batty King won going around 2 turns. Valley Victory ran third at the first level allowance. So this is going to be a key race. The other horse that I did like was in the last race last night and got too far out of it, came absolutely smoking down the lane and galloped out 15 lengths past everybody, but it was only 5 furlongs. So Lieutenant Norm gets that tightener. I think he's in for big things because he can stalk the 7.
I agree with you. 2 good workouts, 10 seconds. You really want to put Norm?
I'm putting Norm on top.
All right, you leave Norm on top. I'll go to the 4 as my other one. This horse is actually the top effort and figures that has run here this year. Was off form and then decided to print money when he won last time.
Okay.
That's terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was really
bad.
I've got more. Don't you
yeah,
worry.
we don't want to hear it anymore.
Clearly, the big thing here is this horse clearly didn't like Fawner. Take a look back at some of the other races when this horse was running so much better. I just think that this horse is back on form. That the figures were too good last time. I could not leave this horse out. Almost, in fact, my top pick. But I'll go 7, 6, 4, 3, 5.
Yeah, another couple of horses I like, Promise Code, ran at the $7,500 level, lost to Fleet of Hoof, who did come back to win at the $7,500 level, and the horse only got beat by 1.5 lengths. And number 2, Happy Camper, bombs away last year, first start, ran a good third, a closing third. Well, it closed a lot of ground in its first start this year. Well, what did it do second time? It got up to win by a head at 15-1. Probably going to go off at about 15 to 20 to 1 again. That speed backs up. I think Happy Camper can fool him. So I'm giving you 6, 5, and 2. Now we're going to carry on to race number 5, our other co-featured event. It's the Bow Blade Stakes. 4 3 and up boys. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs. Scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. Stretch. What about this one?
Yeah, a solid stake race. We had that all last year, and it's already shaping up to be some really good stake races. Another
nice horses have come in.
Absolutely, wide open. I'm not allowed to play on words anymore.
No, not again.
One more.
One a day.
I'm sneaking one in. Well, 2 back was a dominant race. Dominant.
Oh, boy.
Last time at Legacy, came off the pace. I tried to find the replay. I could not find.
No, you got to go on YouTube.
You really got to look. Anyway, the big thing was the race 2 back. But at the Legacy race, you can see it was a tough field. Went off at 6-1 after that big effort. So this horse usually goes to the lead, but I think the horse can stalk, just in case a few of the other ones gun. But I really like the morning line price of 4-1. Hopefully, can steal that and then dominant in the cashing. That was an added one.
Yeah, that was
Moving
a good
on. Go ahead. Go on.
I went to number 4, Dreaming of Kona. I think number 1, Just Trust Me, and number 7, CPG. They're going to go battle it out just like they did last time out. So if they go battle it and Dominant Spirit gets maybe in the fray there, because it usually is forwardly placed, Dreaming of Kona, 1 start at Woodbine after arriving from Gulfstream, went in a $100,000 stake race, made a big late move, but it was just too little too late. But again, that was at Woodbine. I wouldn't take a 2 to 5 in here or anything, because we always say those Woodbine horses, they need some time on our racetrack, usually 1 trip around it before they can show their best. But some of them do adapt to it and run very well. But it does have dirt races under its belt at Tampa and Gulfstream. big chance coming out of a big stake race at Woodbine.
Yeah, a good call, and that was it. One of the first stake races there, and then comes here. So I do like your top selection, definitely not leaving it out. And then we both have the 7. I thought this horse had a good tightener over the track and still won and did it in a quick time. I think this horse certainly can stalk and take over. It is a tougher bunch now, but I
Definitely.
just running that well. And so I had to use that one, 2, 7, and 4.
And I'm 4, 2, and 7. Now we're going to carry on to race number 6, an allowance optional $22,500 claimer for 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go 6 furlong stretch and another dandy race this is.
Absolutely. You could almost call this the third stake race of the day because many of these horses have run in stake races both here and all over the place. So fortunate to have back-to-back big, almost co-feature stake races. So looking forward to these ones. I changed my picks a few times in here. Did you stay on yours pretty much?
Yeah,
you
I
did?
pretty well stayed on it, but I'm not all warm and fuzzy about it.
Okay. The 7 horse, in fact, hasn't missed the money here at ASD. Wins at the distance, has 6 at the distance, 12 lifetime wins. 2 back was a solid effort. Last time out, I think the race was just a little bit too tough. And, well, depending if the speed, and I know
Could have been the mud, too.
Could have been the mud, too, yeah. That's a good point as well. We'll have to run down the speed, so can't get too far back. I like your top selection because I think that's the horse that the 7's got to beat on the front end.
Yeah, I went to number 6, Ghost Hero. I watched those replays last time out, going the mile and a 16th, and I said, this horse ran 6 furlongs and then shut right down. It was going 5 furlongs. It didn't shut down. It was sitting right behind the speed on the outside, kicked into gear at the 8th pole, ended up going on by late to draw off, to hold off Bergheim, who was closing in that race. But Ghost Hero at the distance of 6 furlongs, 5 starts, 4 wins. Not a pile of speed in here, will be forwardly placed, and I think can control the race. Same kind of a ride that Antonio gave last time out, and this horse could even go wire to wire.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. There's no way I'm leaving out. How about talk about your 3, and then I'll talk about my 2.
Yeah, number 3, Falsely Accused, was behind Just Trust Me and CPG. Both of those horses are in the stake. They battled it out right on the front end. Falsely Accused made a little bit of a rally down the lane, but he definitely needed that start under the belt. Last year, he came with starts. This year, needed that one. I think he's going to show a better kick down the lane. And this horse definitely loves the Assiniboia Downs. 7 for 8 in the money.
Yeah, speaking of 7 for 8 in the money, that's the same that the 2 horse was last year at Hastings Park. Has won, in fact, at the distance. You take a look at his last few races, and they're going, was it about 3 times around at Hastings in that track? But it has a 6 furlong work coming in. You certainly do not see that very often.
Not here at Assiniboia Downs.
No, and so also, yes, maybe it's too short, but we're going to find out. They are going 6 early in the season. That kind of narrows the gap. I think the horse has a chance at an upset for me, so I had to include it. 7, 6, and 2.
I think one of the last 6 furlong works I remember way back when, going to Maui.
Oh, okay. That is a while ago.
Wasn't it? And he started at the 5 furlong pole, worked to the wire, and a furlong after. Guess how fast he worked the 6 furlongs in?
12?
1:10 and change.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He was a stake horse.
You were clocking, obviously, at that point.
I was. That's why I remember it so well.
Of course you do.
Because it absolutely blew me away when it happened. I couldn't believe my watch. The other horse I like is number 9, Tail Lights. This horse just got up to win last time out against Chief Brady, and that was a hard-fought effort. Steve Keplin off the win, 46%. Won another one yesterday off the win. Can't leave it out as a closer, so I'm giving you 6, 3, and 9. Now we're going to carry on to race number 7, a $7,500 claimer for fillies and mares 3 and up that are maidens. They're going to go 5.5 furlong stretch. Where's my top pick?
Yeah, well, I don't need it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Well, you might want to throw it in after my info.
We're going to find out for sure. I am not running to the windows to make a big bet in here at all, unless you really convince me. But even then,
unless it's a place bet on Starship Paradise.
that's about right. So still not. Anyway, it makes my top pick. I thought this horse did show some improvement off a layoff. Not a lot coming in. You kind of know what you get with her. That is an evenly run type. And that might just be enough in this race if the others can't get it. We'll find out about your 5. A first-time starter going 5.5 is not always able to do that, but maybe today it's just one of the olders. That's why I had to take it.
Okay, this
Here we
one
go.
does have a couple of siblings. Let's talk about the dad, Baquero. 11 wins, $1 million in earnings, 5.5 to 1.16 miles. The mom, 3 wins, $70,000 in earnings. This one has 2 full siblings. One of them, Smoochero.
Oh.
Yeah, the horse that ran second at the first level allowance last time it did run here, has 2 wins, $30K, and did win its first outing of its life, breaking the maiden. The other one is a 3-time winner of $46K, was second beaten ahead first time out at 1,000 yards. So what that tells me, when I see this in horses first time out, why buck the trend? A lot of times this happened. There was 2 horses last year, one here at Assiniboia Downs and one at Woodbine, that all their prodigy, especially the full siblings, all ran absolutely huge first time out. Both of them got it done. The first time starter, that's my pick.
Okay. All right. My second pick will be the 2. I thought she had a nice first out, rushed up to press the pace, then chased, and then evenly. I think this horse has a chance I expect this horse to improve. And just with this horse is one of those younger horses, it only has 2 starts where the others have multiple starts. There's more room for improvement on this one. And I think this might be the one that lights up the board to close it off. Maybe this one gets the lead, depending on how your 5 gets out or goes. But maybe these are the type you get the long shots. The others just run the same pace, and you just kind of see the whole same order all the way around the track.
Yeah, and it got first-time blinkers. Maybe need to get accustomed to them. That's why I brushed the gate on the way out and rushed up there. But also look at number 4, Arya's Ride. Arya's Ride, I really liked that race 2 outs ago, going 4.5 furlongs. The horse was 11 back, ended up only getting beat by 4 in the end. Last time out, again, got way out of it and ended up getting 5th beaten 11. But these Phoenix horses, we haven't seen a lot of them come with issues that were going on down in Arizona, but they do very well here. This is definitely one that can surprise, but I'm going to give 5, 7, and 4. Good luck with all your wagers this evening. I'll be right back with the changes on this evening's Carter Racing. And if everybody can get their pens and programs ready, here are the changes on this evening's 7-race Carter Racing. Turning your programs to race number 1, scratch number 3, Speck of Gold. Also, scratch number 5, High Miler. Now turning your programs to race number 2, Just a Few Overweights. Now turning your programs to race number 3, the Corporate Shuffle Overnight Stakes. Please take note, there will be no show wagering. just the lone overweight. And this does kick off jackpot pick 5 wagering with the carryover just over $74,000. Now turning your programs to race number 4, kicking off $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering. There are no changes. Now turning your programs to race number 5, our other co-featured event, the Bow Blade Stakes. Scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. And there are just some overweights. Now turning your programs to race number 6. Our first of 2 classic high 5 races and our VIP Fan of the Night race. There are no changes. Now turning your programs to race number 7. Our other classic high 5 race. Again, just a few overweights. Well, we have the overcast skies here in Winnipeg. Okay, Stretch.
It must
I got
be
a
windy.
lot of money,
That's
but
what's keeping you weighed down, and I'm having to grab onto the log to go. I got nothing. So you got so much money in your
that's
pocket.
what you got yesterday.
Yeah,
You got nothing.
I got nothing, and that's why.
I got a little bit of jingle.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go in the wife's purse for any money. Under some light rain, we're 20 degrees Celsius or 68 Fahrenheit. The wind out of the west at 32 kilometers an hour or 20 miles an hour. And the track condition is currently wet fast. We have a wet fast track to kick off the card, and that'll be kicked off here in race number 1 that goes to post in 15 minutes. And be sure to enter tonight's VIP Fan of the Night and $10,000 lucky long shot draws. One ballot will get you into both draws, and those ballots are available in the lobby. Our VIP Fan of the Night will win some great prizes, get exclusive behind-the-scenes access, and a chance to watch a race from the winner's circle. And here's the big one. The person drawn for the $10,000 lucky long shot gets to spin the lucky long shot wheel for a chance to win up to $10,000 cash if the horse with the highest odds wins the last race. And if you're new to racing, make sure you stop by and see Shannon, Roger, and Brad at the Fan Education Center located on the main level. It's also the place to open a free HPI bet account so you can bet the races right from your phone. Even better, new account holders receive a free $25 deposit, and if you wager $100, you're gonna get $100 in bonus money. Have a great night of racing. And welcome down to the paddock for race number 1. We're going to kick off the Tuesday night card of racing with an allowance race for 3-and-up maidens. They're going to go 5 furlongs. Scratch number 3, Speck of Gold. And scratch number 5, High Miler. Stretch, who do you like in the first?
All right, kind of scratched into my top selection. And so I just I say that just because it wasn't my top pick. I'm not. It's not a prime play here. I did go to the one. It is one of the older ones. 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and 2 3-year-olds. This is the one girl against the boys. I'm okay with that. I don't mind the steady works. Jason Homer's been solid with the first-time starters or the horses off the layoff. I like what he's been doing there. That workout on May 19th is very similar to a horse that won the other day that beat a pretty good field. And then the one before that was even 48-4, but the breezing really kind of jumped out at me. I think she can handle the 5 furlongs and not get intimidated by the bigger horses. Could win it.
Yeah, and the breeding on the one, Coast Guard, a one-time winner of $182,000. The mom, 750 Misty, was a maiden, has 4 siblings, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old maiden, that's a full sibling, and a 2-time winner of $17K and a 3-time winner of $35K. I also went to number 4, Mo Mambo. This is the older boy tackling, well, the one older girl and the younger 3-year-olds. Mo Mambo ran some good races last year. First time out, going 7 furlongs in a maiden allowance event, ran second. To end off the year, was running against winners as a maiden. Now gets to go back against maidens. Had Sierra Pruitt, the apprentice, on. Now goes to Ronaldo Cumberbatch. This horse didn't show a lot of speed, but I'm expecting speed out of Mo Mambo today. And with that older advantage against the younger, I had to put it on top.
No, that's fair. We've got Colin in the rain today. He gets stuck in the rain. He's got to put it up. I'm going to switch it up on him, and we're going to go to the 6, Colin. And I'm going to talk about, take a look at who this horse had to press. This horse with a small future, would you say, prime suspect?
Yeah, just a little bit of a small future, who went down in 111 and changed its next
start out, exactly. So losing by a bunch of open lengths to a horse on the Manitoba Derby Trail is nothing that concerning. This horse is not quite up to that level. I like that the horse has already had a couple starts. Did improve substantially that next the one start here. So looks good there, looks focused. I think maybe this has an outside chance to upset.
And number 2, Swing Time, coming out of the Judy Hunter barn. She's had her horses ready to go. She had Aaron Spirit, who ran a really good second, got caught late down the lane, and Dreaming Out Loud ended up being the one winner. Saturday Night Lights, the dad, 10 wins, $200,000 in earnings from 6 furlongs to a mile, showing speed. And the mom, Lulu's Lightning, also showing speed with 4 wins, $56,000 in earnings. This is the first foal of racing age, has 2 other full brothers and sisters, but one's a 2-year-old and one's a yearling.
Yeah.
And there's good workouts under the belt. That 102 out of the gate, that is definitely a nice work. And back on April the 30th, 36-4.
Agree with you, for sure.
All right, let's go to our wagers here in race number 1, Stretch. What do you have?
Yeah, I even had to change my bet right before, so it's just a small pick 3, $3 one, 1-4 with 2-3-4. Taking a shot in the last race, or the third race, key in the 4.
And I'm just going to go 20 to win on the 4. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 1, and we'll see you back for race 2. The horses are on the track for race number 1. They're going to go 5 furlongs for $21,500. Number 1 is Coastie, owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer with Neville Stevenson. Number 2, Swing Time, owned by Dark Cloud Racing, trained by Judy Hunter with Sierra Pruitt. Number 3, Speck of Gold was scratched. Number 4, Mo Mambo, owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer with Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Number 5, High Miler, also scratched. Number 6 is Sweet Independence, owned and trained by Chance Dales with Javaniel Patterson. Rollin' Double and Rollin' Prime Pick 3s kicking off here in race 1. They'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
All right, kicking off a bit of a rainy night. We've got 4 horses. We've got 1 girl, 2 3-year-olds, and an older gelding. Let's go with the 1 is my top selection. It's the girl, 4-year-old filly that I think can beat the boys in here. Has never started, but I like the morning works. I like the trainer, how well he's been going. I also like the jockey that can get the horses out. Breaks well. She might forget to stop and have the boys chasing her the whole way around. The 4 horses had a bunch of starts last year. Has the experience, could try to run down the 1. And then there's the 2 horse getting at 9 to 5. You can see there's co-favorites. Works say the horse can run as well. 1, 4, and 2. Kirt.
Yeah, Stretch, I went to number 4, Mo Bombo. I like the age gap as it is a 5-year-old. Ran good races against winners at the end of the year. Starts off against maidens where it did run second at the allowance level. I'm expecting this horse to show speed today. And with it being older, big shot at 9 to 5. I also like number 2, Swing Time. Judy Hunter has had her horses ready to go. Has a winner in a second out of 3 starts. And Swing Time has been working very well. And the sire has been throwing a lot of speed horses. Might be the one to steal it. And number 1, Coastie, coming out of the Jason Homer barn, had 2 firsters, ending up running first and second in the same race. So he can definitely get him ready to go at first asking. I'm giving you 4, 2, and 1. Good luck here in race number 1.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD.
Coasty, one of the first-time starters, is first into the gate. The other first-time starter, Swing Time, also moves in. Just 2 left to load. Mo Mambo. And now just waiting on Sweet Independence. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the inside, there's Swing Time. Showing some early speed, matched by Mo Mambo in between horses. 3 wide, Sweet Independence. And then it's going to be Coasty. Watching the early 3, only 2 lengths behind. A short lead for Swing Time on the inside. Confidently ridden by Sierra Pruitt through an opening quarter of 24-2. A power move on the outside. Here comes Coasty to engage Swing Time, who's now in an all-out drive. They hit the head of the lane. On the inside, Swing Time. On the outside, Coasty. Mo Mambo back to third. Sweet Independence, but it's Swing Time and Coasty. These two, a 16th of a mile to go. Coasty pokes ahead in front. Swing Time trying to battle back. These two to the wire. Noses at the wire. Photo finish between Coasty and Swing Time. Mo Mambo rounds out the top 3. The stewards have requested a photograph to determine the win position. They went the opening quarter in 24-2. The half 48 seconds. Time for the 5 furlongs, 1:01. Results of the photo show the winner number 1, Coasty. Second goes to number 2, Swing Time. Third to number 4, Mo Mambo. And fourth to number 6, Sweet Independence. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in race number 1, that's number 1, Coasty. Coasty is a bay filly, 4 years old, by Coast Guard. Out of the mare 750 Misty by Raise the Bluff. Owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer, and ridden to victory by Neville Stevenson. Time for the 5 furlongs, 1:01. Race 1 is official in the upcoming second race. There are no changes. Rollin' double and Rollin' prime pick 3s. Here in race 2, they'll go to post in 16 minutes. Assiniboia Downs 50-50 draw returns each and every race night. Tonight's jackpot is $170 and growing. Tickets are 1 for 10, 10 for 20, 50 for 50, or 200 for $100. You can get your tickets at Guest Services, the VLT Cashier's Cage, from the designated roaming 50-50 ticket seller, or just go online at 5050.asdowns.com. The draw will take place at 10 p.m. tonight, and proceeds will benefit Final Furlong and the Winners Foundation. And please take note that you do not need to be in attendance to win. Check our website at asdowns.com for the winning number. And welcome back down paddock for race number 2. We have a $5,500 claimer for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go the 7 furlong distance. Quick look back at race number 1. Wow, it was the 2 first-time starters that ended up putting on a show in there. And boy, Neville made the big move on the outside to catch Sierra, and there was just head bobs all the way to the wire.
It was a great stretch battle right to the end. A great way to start off the night. Marked the one down, especially the extra distance, broke a step slow, good patient ride, and then made the move. So.
And then swing time, what a
That's what
gallop out.
Gallop out, yeah, that's so true.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, on to race number 2. What do you like?
All right, let's start with the 3, current favorite. I didn't know who would be the favorite in here. This horse, I think, is the one that's going to the lead. There is potentially some other speed, but I think this horse has shown speed going the 7 furlongs a few times. It showed speed last year, going a mile and 7 furlongs as well at about this level. I like that start at Legacy, showing some speed at a higher level. I think if we can grab the lead and keep going.
Well, Get My Drift only has one way
Yes,
of running.
that's
to the front. Go as fast and as far as you can. I went to number 4, Hardly Mischievous, because I think that the 2 Layla's Song is going to show speed, and maybe even number 1, Cressati, just because it's 7 furlongs. The turn comes so quick. Everybody on the inside, they always press because you got to get positioning. So I'm looking for the closer. Hardly Mischievous ran so good last time out. Layla's Song had it all her own way. Should, I think, set up for the 4.
I like your 4, and I almost was the top selection. I agree completely. That's why you watch the fractions and the replays to see why the 2 beat the 4. I do like the 2 because I think this horse doesn't have to have the lead. Ran a nice effort, real good ride by Dario. Went to the lead, recognized that nobody else wanted to, and stole it. Had literally nothing left at the end, but that's good. I don't want the horse to have anything left at the wire. Use it all. And so horses win some races. We'll see how it goes.
And number 1, Cressati, taking the big drop in class from the first level allowance. Misses the 10,000, misses the 75, in for 55, and goes back to the preferred distance where it did win going around 2 turns in Tampa. I like that the horse showed speed last time out at the first level allowance, then tired, ended up running last, but only got beat by 7 lengths. That means that it does fit very well in here, and I will not be surprised if this one goes, battles for the lead, takes care of the inside, and puts them away. And you're getting 10 to 1.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's take a look at the 6 on the outside. Only the 1 start, clearly needed that start. This is where your long shots show up. Lost to a couple of them in here by open lengths, but both of them had been running. This one hadn't. So you know that's worth about 4 or 5 lengths for sure. I think the gap is going to close. If there is a battle, this is the one that can at least complete your exactor.
Also look at number 5, Compressed Energy. Has done well at the distance. 2 starts, both second place finishes. And Compressed Energy will love it if the 1, 2, and 3 all go battle on the front end. The only thing is the horse has yet to start in 2026 going the 7 furlong distance, but definitely does fit with these. All right, let's go to our wagers here in race number 2, Stretch. What do you have?
Got a bit of an exactor wheel. I'll make it
right.
a $5 one because I think 3 or 4 are the ones that possibly are probably the most likely winners in my opinion. And then
That's your opinion.
Yeah, I know it's my opinion. That's why you get the different prices. Everybody's got a different opinion.
Yeah.
3-4 with 2-3-4 make it $5, and that's 20. If you just want to spend 4, you could. You're not sure about the 2, you could box it, but nope. 3-4 with 2-3-4.
Yeah, I'm going to throw your 3 and 4 in there, but I'm adding the 1, and I'm going to exactor box it up, a $1 box, $6. I'm doing a $4 one for $24. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 2, and we'll see you back for race 3. That's our co-featured event, the Corporate Shuffle, kicking off Jackpot Pick 5 wagering. The horses are on the track for race number 2. They're going to go 7 furlongs for $13,200. Number 1 is Cressati, owned by Wind Dancer Stable and Norm Suderman, trained by Wendy Anderson with Javanil Patterson. Number 2 is Layla's Song, owned and trained by Elton Dickey with Dario Dalrymple. Number 3, Get My Drift, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Sheldon Chickadas. Number 4, Hardly Mischievous, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Tyrone Nelson. Number 5, Compressed Energy, owned and trained by Carmen Mustard with Rashad Knights. Rounding out the field, number 6, Frankie's Girl, owned by Wind Dancer Stable and Norm Suderman, trained by Wendy Anderson with Antonia Whitehall. Rolling double and rolling pick 3s. Here in race 2, they'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
The girl's going 7 furlongs. It's going to be fast to the first turn, and usually somebody gets that is very tough to beat. I think the 3 is going to get the lead by the first turn, and if that's the case, this horse gets brave and tries to keep going. Can be tough to beat. You certainly go gate to wire. If the speed backs up, that would be the 4. This horse can sit back and make that late charge. Last time didn't have a chance to run down the speed because the speed just kind of got loose and kept going. The horse in the best form is the 2 horse. Won last time on the lead, but can come off the pace. Could just sit back and try to make a late charge. I think it's a tough race, but I'm going to go 3, 4, and 2. Kirt?
Yeah, Stretch, I'm with you. It's an interesting one. I went to the 4, Hardly Mischievous, because I think the 1, 2, and 3 are going to all show speed going into that turn. I really like the way the 4 ran last time out. Almost caught the 2. Layla's Song in deep stretch when it did have that loose lead. I think there's going to be a battle to set it up for the 4. I also like number 1, Cressati. Has the best post position here to Assiniboia Downs. Going the 7 furlong distance. That turn comes real quick. This horse showed speed at the allowance level. Now dropping down to 5,500. Has some great two-turn races down in Tampa. And I do like number 3, Get My Drift. But it's kind of all or nothing. Has to get the front end. That's the only way it wins. I'm going to give you 4, 1, and 3. Good luck here in race number 2.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD. It's post time. Huh.
Crosati, the first one into the starting gate. Layla's Song also is in. Get My Drift, the slight favorite at 8-5 is in. Hardly Mischievous is in. Just 2 left to load. Compressed Energy. And now just waiting on Frankie's Girl. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the inside, Crosati, hard ridden, but Get My Drift is the quickest of them all and opens up by 2. Crosati back to second. Layla's Song on the outside in third. A gap of 2.5 lengths back. That's Hardly Mischievous hugging the rail. Then it's going to be Compressed Energy, and Frankie's Girl can see them all about 6 off the lead. The opening quarter, 25-2. On the inside, Get My Drift. On the outside, Layla's Song. These two start banging it out. Fading back to third, Cressati. Now 4 lengths off it, Harley Mischievous. Starting to roll on the inside. Then back to Compressed Energy and Frankie's Girl. A quick half mile, 48-4. And Get My Drift opens up that lead to 1.5 lengths. Layla's Song in an all-out drive in second. Cressati has found more life in third, and in fourth, Harley Mischievous. They hit the head of the lane, and Get My Drift spins out of the turn with the lead by 4. On the outside, Harley Mischievous is going to try and run Get My Drift down, but is running out of ground. Get My Drift is going to win by 3. Harley Mischievous in second. Third's going to go to Layla's Song, and fourth to Cressati. The Stewards have posted number 3, Get My Drift, as your race winner. Second goes to number 4, Harley Mischievous. Third to number 2, Layla's Song. And fourth to number 1, Cressati. They went the opening quarter 25-2, the half 48-4. 6 furlongs, 114-4. Time for the 7 furlongs, 128-4. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in race number 2, that's number 3, Get My Drift. Get My Drift is a bay mare, 5 years old, by Palace. Out of the mare, Crafty Broad, by Crafty Friend. Owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno, and ridden to victory by Sheldon Chickeness. Time for the 7 furlongs, 128-4. Race 2 is official in the upcoming third race. Our co-featured event, it's the Corporate Shovel Overnight Stakes for 3-year-olds. Kicking off jackpot pick 5 wagering. The carryover just over $74,000. And there are no changes. Actually, here in race number 3, there will be no show wagering. But we will carry on with the rest of the changes in this evening's Pick 5. Turning your programs to race number 4, there's no changes. Now turning your programs to race number 5, scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. And there's no changes in race 6 or 7. the Corporate Shuffle. Overnight stakes kicking off jackpot pick 5 wagering. They'll go to post in 14 minutes. And Western Wednesdays start tomorrow and will take place every Wednesday in June here in Assiniboia Downs. Come out and enjoy line dancing, test your skills on the mechanical bull, and take advantage of some special food and drink specials. Grab your boots and hats and join us for a little country fun every Wednesday in June here at Assiniboia Downs. And don't forget to explore the 140 VLTs in our Club West Gaming Lounge, located on the second level of the grandstand and open daily from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. And remember, we do have a $500 Crazy Hour cash draw that will take place at 11:30 p.m. each and every race night. Ladies and gentlemen, turning your programs back to race number 2, we had 2 claims to report. First off, claim for $5,500 was number 2, Layla's Song, claimed by Henry Witt Jr., trainer Jerry Gorno. Also claimed for $5,500 was number 4, Hardly Mischievous, claimed by Christina Bell and B&J Stable, trainer Lise Pruitt. And welcome back down the paddock for race number 3, our co-featured event. It's the Corporate Shuffle. Overnight stakes for 3-year-olds. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs. Kicking off jackpot, pick 5 wagering. And take note, there is no show wagering here in race number 3. Stretch, this is a pretty talented field in here. Who do you like?
Yeah, this is kind of what I thought were going to be the odds. Basically, that's why I took 4 as the top selection, because I think, like, as you said, all 4 talented colts or geldings in here. Robertino brings in his horse. He brings in a jockey. I think he's not bringing in this horse if he doesn't think he's got a pretty good shot. I think I like that last race. Tried the mile, was actually the favorite, did lose, just went too fast, and then just run out of gas. Now cuts back, can go to the lead, can come just off. First start at Remington Park, sat off and just destroyed, and just missed on the turf. Obviously a very versatile horse, so I think they're trying to figure out where this horse belongs. At 4-1, I like the 4-1. That's the key for me. At 1-5, as good as the 3 is, which I agree with you, it's too low.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And add to truly unbelievable. Look at the work out of Turf Paradise, April the 22nd, 58-3. And then on May 23rd, went to Louisiana Downs and had a really nice 5 furlong workout in a minute. And they add Lasix today, as in a lot of those stakes races down south. They cannot run it on Lasix in those races. My top selection is number 3, Classico. Classico ran such a good race going the 5 furlongs. You were a little skeptical on this horse running 5 furlongs, coming off all those mile races. A lot of people looked at that 5.5 at Del Mar, where the horse just never got involved in the race. But Antonio Whitehall could not have won that one any easier. The horse did it all by himself, getting himself close, drew off to win by 4. And that day, that was a stellar time that was really close to the allowance non-3 or 3X. So that kind of a race definitely makes this one of the top players.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right. I was, could this horse handle going short on the dirt? And certainly did that. Yeah, it was a great race for sure. I'll talk about the 1. This horse has a couple really, really good works coming in. That's one thing. Jared doesn't seem to work his horses fast. That's just his style. He likes to work them steady.
This year he has some.
He has been. I guess
some fast.
That tells you that the horses are raring to get going. And this one has talent, right running style. One from on the pace and one from off the pace. The only thing against is hasn't raced yet this year, but going from 2 to 3, you could see that improvement. Another one I wouldn't be surprised if this horse won.
And number 2, Cash Mule, the first-time starter, the dad, 3 wins out of 3 starts, $300,000 in earnings, and was just a little bit of a stalker, but won every race by 6 or more lengths. The mum is unstarted, 4 half-siblings, 2-time winner of $90,000, 5-time winner of $125,000, a 1-time winner of $25,000, and a 1-time winner of $28,000, and recently seen Jason Homer win the first race on the card with a first-time starter, and the other day, 2 first-time starters ran first and second. We're going to see what happens in here in this tough field, but I'm going to give you a 3, 4, and 1. What's your bet in here, Stretch? Pick 5.
It is a pick 5. I'll take 3 and 4.
I think this can pay, this pick 5.
It can. Well, we're very similar there. You keyed another race. I spread, and I keyed the last. And then I'll just play a $10 exactor 4-3.
Yeah, I'm going to take a $20 ticket, 3-4, a bunch, key the 4, a bunch, and the 5-7. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 3. We'll see you back for race 4. Kicking off $50,000 guaranteed. Pick 4 wagering. Assiniboia Downs is proud to present our co-featured event here in race number 3. It's the Corporate Shuffle. Overnight stakes for 3-year-olds. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs for $25,000. Number 1 is Omaha Warrior, owned by Bonnie McQuarrie and Gary Danielson, trained by Jerry Brown with Demario Bino. Number 2, Cash Mule, owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer with Sierra Pruitt. Number 3 is Classico, owned by A2 Thoroughbreds, True North Thoroughbreds, Dayton Misselbacher, Jay Jackson, Anderson Livestock, Cam Ziprick, and Charles Fulliard, trained by Michael Nault with Antonio Whitehall. Rounding out the field is number 4, Truly Unbelievable, owned by Arnold Benowith and Clayton and Rick Wiest, trained by Robertino Diodoro with Kamal Santo. The Corporate Shuffle, overnight stakes kicking off jackpot pick 5 wagering. They'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
All right, first stake race of the year, going 5.5 furlongs for the 3-year-old boys. Very good race. I know there's only 4 of them, but very talented field. I'm going to start out with the 4 on the outside. Coming in from Sunland, has cuts back from a longer race to a shorter. This horse can show speed. It can come off. Some of the workout coming in from Louisiana is sharp. This horse has talent. The one that has already proven to us it can run here at ASD is the 3 horse. Not going to get a price, but if it repeats that effort, won't matter because it'll be first to the wire. And the one that hasn't started yet this year is the 1. Great works coming in. Talented 2-year-old. Just see if he can improve a little bit more at 3. Let's go 4, 3, and 1. Kirt.
Yeah, Stretch, I did go to number 3, Classico. What a big win last time out. Did it so easy. Antonio Whitehall didn't use much horse as he blew on by and drew off by 4. We'll probably be stalking the 4, Truly Unbelievable. This one does have a load of talent. I do like number 4, Truly Unbelievable. They had Lasix today. Has some good workouts coming in and brings a lot of speed to the race. Definitely could be the one to clear and the one to catch. And I'm rounding it off with number 1, Omaha Warrior, a 2-time winner as a 2-year-old last year, both in stakes races. Has a great running style for this one. So I'm going to give you 3, 4, and 1. Good luck here in race number 3.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD.
time. Huh. Omaha Warrior, the first of the four 3-year-olds into the starting gate. Cash Mule, the first-time starter, is in. Just 2 left to load. The 4-5 favorite, Classico. And now just waiting on Truly Unbelievable to the outside. The field is set. They're at the post. And they're off in the corporate shuffle. Stumbling a bit at the start was Omaha Warrior. Truly Unbelievable. Quickly out to grab the lead by a length and a half. Classico will be stalking on the outside in second. After breaking a bit slow, Cash Mule making a big 3-wide move to be only a length off it in the trailer. Omaha Warrior sitting back about 4 lengths. Truly Unbelievable. Now looked in the eye on the outside by Classico. They've opened up 4 lengths on Cash Mule, and Omaha Warrior is a trailer. These two banging it out. Classico on the outside. Truly Unbelievable on the rail. Truly Unbelievable responds. Classico looking for more. Cash Mule still has something left on the inside, but it's going to be Truly Unbelievable to take the corporate shuffle. Classico in second. Cash Mule in third. Fourth to Omaha Warrior. The stewards opposed to number 4, Truly Unbelievable as your race winner. Second goes to number 3, Classico. Third to number 2, Cash Mule. And fourth to number 1, Omaha Warrior. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of the Corporate Shuffle, that's number 4, Truly Unbelievable. Truly Unbelievable is a chestnut colt, 3 years old, by Vacoma, out of the mare Saratoga Summer, by Smart Strike, owned by Arnold Benoweth, Clayton and Rick Wiest, trained by Robertino Diodoro, and ridden to victory by Kimal Santo. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 106-3. Assiniboia Downs is very pleased to have on hand our Chief Executive Officer, Darren Dunn, to make a presentation to the winning connections. Race 3 is official in the upcoming 4th race. Kicking off $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering. There are no changes. We'll carry on with the rest of the changes in this evening's pick 4. Turning your programs to race number 5. Scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. And there's no changes in race 6 or 7. Rolling double, rolling prime pick 3, and $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering. They go to post in 15 minutes. And we've drawn our VIP Fan of the Night. Congratulations goes out to Rita Shields. That's Rita Shields. Congratulations. You're our VIP Fan of the Night. You have 10 minutes to report to guest services on the main floor, South End. We've also drawn our lucky long shot winner. Congratulations goes out to Jim Benzie. That's Jim Benzie. Congratulations. You're our lucky long shot winner. You also have 10 minutes to report to guest services on the main floor, South End. And a reminder to get your 50-50 tickets. The jackpot currently $260 and growing. Those 50-50 tickets can be purchased at guest services, the VLT cashier cage. The roaming 50-50 ticket sellers, or just go online at 5050.asdowns.com. The draw will take place at 10 p.m. tonight, and proceeds will support Final Furlong and the Winners Foundation. Take note that you do not need to be present to win. Check asdowns.com for the winning number. And welcome back down paddock 4, race number 4, kicking off $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering with the $5,500 claimer for 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs. Quick look back at the corporate shuffle. Kamal Santo took Truly Unbelievable right to the lead. And Antonio on Classico, he tried to go after him, but the soft early fractions that Truly Unbelievable got, he had lots left down the lane and kicked on to victory.
Yeah, very good race. I expected it even with the 4. Good move by the Cash.
Yeah, Cash Mule. Wow, what a race for a maiden against those type of horses for the first lifetime
certainly
start.
Fits with those. Okay, it is going to be a good 3-year-old campaign here. Let's start. We're all over the board, and, well, I think we both agree it's a tough race, or I thought it was. Anyway.
I definitely think it is.
And so I'm going to go on the outside with the 7 Lifelike. This horse shows speed, drops in class, was in a race that was just a little too much speed in there. Ken gets going 4 furlongs, shows speed. I think and even 5 furlongs at Delta. They're going 5.5, but I think the speed can carry. There is some other speed, but I don't think it's as much speed as the 7 Gate to Wire.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the way the track's playing so far, last 2 horses went wire to wire in the first race. The speed horse just got caught late. Another horse I like in here, number 6, Lieutenant Norm. Lieutenant Norm comes out of a key race, taking all sorts of money right now at 3-1. Was beaten by Batty King, who won the first level allowance going around 2 turns. Valley Victory ran 3rd at the first level allowance out of that race. So it's kind of a key race, and I expect Lieutenant Norm to be right behind Lifelike. If he falters, then I think Norm just might be able to get up.
Yep, for sure. He certainly has talent and gives an effort every day. I took the 5 as my 3rd selection, almost was my top selection. Don't like the 9-5, but the reason I had to include this horse, even though it's moving up in class, is how good this horse looked. This is where you figure out the handicapping. This horse just didn't like Fawner very much, especially those last couple. You look at the Prairie Meadows races, some very good races. This horse can stalk. This horse was so sharp that it was pressing early. So I think if it gets the trip, yes, moves up in class, but repeats that type of effort, can be right there.
Well, it'll definitely be a stalker with Lifelike in here. Also, look at number 5, Promise Code. Was at the $7,500 level, now drops a notch to $5,500. Comes out of a tough race where Fleet of Hoof did come back to win in its very next start. And Golden Buck had back-to-back second-place finishes in its first 2 outings, almost won its first outing. So Promise Code will be sitting close, but it'll have to rally from off the pace if it's going to get a win in here.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the 3. This horse is coming from Woodbine, another one of those coming off the pace types. Needs a battle up front, or at least the speed to back up. Has a steady works at ASD, which I do like a lot, rather than horses that have not worked out over the track. This horse can make that late move. Some decent numbers. We'll just see if the horse is ready to go on the dirt.
And it's really improved when they put blinkers on last year.
Good point, yeah.
Ended up getting 2 wins in 2 seconds. Yep. Also, look at number 2, Happy Camper. First time out last year. The horse ran a good 3rd. Second time out, got up to win at big odds. Well, it's 15-1 and 12-1 on the board right now. Did close a ton of ground last time out, but was too short for Happy Camper. Gets an extra half a furlong. If there's a meltdown on the front, watch for him to rally late.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the 1 along the rail, going off at 7-1. Was racing at Turf Paradise. I actually saw this horse run and knocked me out of the pick 4 and pick 5. No bitterness when it won at 37-1. Maybe it's still a little bitter. But this horse has the potential to sit close. Certainly mixed results in here, but the horse was training down south, so that's a big advantage.
All right, let's go to our wagers here in race 4 stretch. Pick 4 time. What do you have?
All right. I sent in the memo. You were only allowed 1 today.
All right, no problem.
Nice hit yesterday. Wasn't a big one, but it worked playing your 2 tickets. So I'm all over the map on a few. A bunch in here with 2-4-7. Then I spread 2-6-7. My long shot in the last race. And then if you look at the saver ticket, is my horses I like the best. the 7 and the 4. So if the 7 is going to be the favorite in the last, I get it twice. The 4 is more of a saver. So you have to understand on how I played the tickets.
Yeah, I'm just going to go the one ticket, 256 with 24, 369 and 57. That's $36. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 4, and we'll see you back for race 5, our other co-featured event, the Bow Blade Stakes. The horses are on the track for race number 4. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs for $13,200. Number 1 is Suit Me Up Charlie, owned and trained by Sherry Lang with Roger Hewitt. Number 2 is Happy Camper, owned by Ryan DeJarlis, Blair Kidd, and Rob McKinnon, trained by Ryan DeJarlis with Rashad Knights. Number 3 is Winston Blue, owned by Norm Suderman and Wendy Anderson, trained by Wendy Anderson with Demario Bino. Number 4, Prince Money, owned by Lee Delaron, trained by Jerry Gorno with Sven Bowrow. Number 5, Promise Code, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Neville Stevenson. Number 6, that's Lieutenant Norm, owned by Ray Gardepy, trained by Tom Gardepy Jr. with Sierra Pruitt. Rounding out the field is number 7, Lifelike, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Antonio Whitehall. $50,000 guaranteed pick 4, kicking off right here in race 4. They'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
All right, the boys kick it off going 5.5 furlongs. Look at that betting board, so evenly matched, and that's how tough this race is, I think, anyway. I'm going to go to the outside with the speed of the speed at 5-1. This 7 horse can get the lead. Last time couldn't, and when he did, just couldn't keep going. A little too much class that last race. Drops in class. Others to consider is the 6 co-favorite at only 3-1. Couple good work since his last one. Needed that last start. Always tries, always right there at the end. Don't leave that one out. And the one with the big effort last time is the 4. Ran a very nice race. Won at a lower level, moves up, but I think can handle the class raise. So let's go 7, 6, and 4. Kirt?
Yeah, Stretch. I ended up going to number 6, Lieutenant Norm. Came out of a key race where both the first and second place finishers. Batty King won an allowance race. The other one ran third in an allowance race. Has a good running style, sitting right in behind the speed. Lots to like. I just want better odds than 3-1. I also like number 5, Promise Code. That's a bargain at 6-1. Lost to a repeat winner in Fleet of Hoof at the 75 level. Drops to 5,500 and will be another one that will be forwardly placed in here and bombs away. Number 2, Happy Camper. This horse won its second outing last year by a narrow head at 15-1. Deja Vu, 15-1 again right now. I'm going to give you 6, 5, and 2. Good luck here in race number 4.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD. It's post time. Huh.
Suit Me Up, Charlie, the first one into the starting gate. Happy Camper is also in. Next up, Winston Blue. Prince Money steps up and in. Here comes Promise Code. Just 2 left to load. Lieutenant Norm, the 2-1 favorite. And now just waiting on Lifelike. The field is set. They're at the post. And they're off. Hopping at the start was Promise Code. From the far outside, Lifelike quickly out and gets the lead by 2. Pressuring on the outside, that's going to be Prince Money. Sitting on the rail, Suit Me Up Charlie in third. Back in fourth, Lieutenant Norm. 2 more lengths back to Happy Camper, Winston Blue, and Promise Code after the poor beginning. About 9 lengths off of it. Lifelike cuts the opening quarter in a quick 23 seconds. Making up ground, Prince Money in second. A wide move, Lieutenant Norm. Starting to eat up ground in third, Happy Camper. Getting motivated from fourth. They hit the head of the lane. Lifelike through a half in 46 and 2. Clinging to the lead, but rallying on the outside. Here comes Prince Money. Prince Money, and on the far outside, Happy Camper. Prince Money, Happy Camper. That is close at the wire. Prince Money and Happy Camper in the photo. Third is going to go to Lieutenant Norman. Fourth to Lifelike. The stewards have requested a photograph to determine the winning horse. They went the opening quarter 23 seconds, the half 46 and 2. 5 furlongs, 59 and 1. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 106 and 1. Results of the photo show the winner number 4, Prince Money. Second goes to number 2, Happy Camper. Third to number 6, Lieutenant Norm. And fourth to number 7, Lifelike. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in race number 4. That's number 4, Prince Money. Prince Money is a chestnut gelding, 5 years old, by Munnings. Out of the mare's Supernatural by Ghost Zapper. Owned by Lee Delaron, trained by Jerry Gorno, and ridden to victory by Sven Balrum. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 106 and 1. Congratulations goes out to trainer Jerry Gorno, who scores the double. 2 wins for trainer Jerry Gorno. Race 4 is official in the upcoming 5th race. Our co-featured event, it's the Bow Blade Stakes. For the boys 3 and up, scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. Rolling double and late prime pick 3. Here in race number 5, they'll go to post in 16 minutes. And mark your calendars for the first Manitoba Night Market and Festival of the season. That's happening on Sunday, June the 7th, here at Assiniboia Downs. Over 20 food trucks, 140 local artisans and vendors, live music, and kids' activities. Admission is just $10, and kids 5 and under, they get in free. Visit asdowns.com for more information. And just a reminder that new HPI account holders receive a free $25 deposit. Plus, if you wager $100, you're going to get an additional $100 in bonus money. Visit the Fan Education Center tonight and get in on the action. And welcome back down the paddock for race number 5. It's our co-featured event, the Bow Blade Stakes. For 3-year-olds and up, they're going to go 5.5 furlongs for $50,000. Scratch number 5, Truly Warrior. Quick look back at race number 4, Stretch. What a great ride by Sven Balrup on Prince Money, as just ended up getting up and holding off Happy Camper, who was on the far outside. My bombs away, just couldn't get there. That's been the story so far through 8 days. I picked all these bombers. Another Diamond Concerto, 45-1. I lose the photo on that one. Wow, this is a fun game.
It is a fun game, and I
love it.
And But I had the 4, so I really don't feel that bad that the
Oh,
2
a lot of
didn't
people
get
don't
up
feel
there.
bad for me at all.
No, I don't think so either. All right, here we go. Over 95,000 in the pick 4. Thanks for playing. It's a good sequence. The horse ended up being the favorite, but not one of those big favorites. It ended up getting bet down late, and so I think most people spread. I don't think too many people singled that.
Yeah,
horse.
I agree with you.
Okay, here we go. My top selection is the 2. I won't do any of my bad humor that I did like on ASD Live. We're going to leave it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. This horse has been running so well. Was it Legacy last time? Closed ground, which is interesting in a tough stake race. 2 back in the mud, which we're getting close to probably sloppy out there now, is this horse pressed a little from the post 9 and then took over. Really like that race. That was the race that really jumped out at me. This horse can go a little bit farther. I just think can get the right trip, and 3-1, I would like a little bit higher, though.
Yeah, I went to number 4, Dreaming of Kona. I expect number 1, Just Trust Me, number 7, CPG, and maybe even number 2, Dominant Spirit to light up the front end in here. And Dreaming of Kona went from Gulfstream over to Woodbine, ran 1 race, $100,000 stake. They rattled on the front end. And Dreaming of Kona came like an absolute freight train down the lane, only to lose by a length and a half with Praven Badri. Praven Badri is back in the saddle here at Assiniboia Downs, as he is right now at Woodbine, doing the majority of his riding. But Dreaming of Kona, nice workout coming in, but needs a speed battle to show that late closing effort, kind of like Happy Camper.
Exactly like Happy Camper. Just can't lose touch of the field because this horse can close late. I went to the 7 as my second selection. Nice effort last time out. You see it 30 cents on the dollar, so it kind of stood above them. This horse coming from Oaklawn. We know all about Oaklawn and how good that racing is, especially at that time of year. I think this horse can stalk. A repeat effort certainly can be right there. Especially, I think this horse even has more to give, and that'll put him in the winner's circle.
And number 1, Just Trust Me, gave CPG the 7. Lots of grief last time out. Was on the inside and battling every step of the way. And Just Trust Me just got a little tired inside the 16th pole. That race should vault Just Trust Me a little bit farther going than his 5.5 furlongs. I just really like the way this horse ran last time. I'm expecting a big effort today.
For sure. Let's look at the 3 horse. Another one of those closers. Just lost a Ghost Hero who is in the next race. That probably could have been in this race as well. Ran a big race. Always in the mix right there. 2 for 2 in the money at the distance. Kind of ran out of ground last time. I think this horse certainly belongs if the pace backs up.
How do you like this horse? 8 starts, 4 wins, and 4 seconds this year. A model of consistency. Yes. And number 6, Frosty Blue, has run the 5.5 furlongs twice in the life, or 3 times in the life, has a 2nd and a 3rd place finish to show for it. But it's been a long time since this horse has sprinted, has run 7 furlongs a few times at Delta Downs, does come in with a decent workout in Louisiana Downs of 49-2. I think this one might want to go a little farther, but Kamal Santo already has a trip and a win under his belt on Truly Unbelievable in race number 3. So Frosty Blue can't be left out. Let's go to our wagers here in race 5. Stretch, what do you have?
I'm going to try to run a place parlay here and go 40 place on the 2.
All right. And I'm going after the daily double. I'm going to take 2 and 4 in here with the 2, 3, 6, and 9. I'm going to do a $3 one. A $1 one is $8. $3 one for 24. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 5. We'll see you back for race 6 for classic high 5 wagering. Assiniboia Downs is proud to present our co-featured event here in race number 5. It's the Bull Blade Stakes. For the boys 3 and up, they're going to go 5.5 furlongs for $50,000. Number 1 is Just Trust Me, owned by Eugene Burns and Dewey Williams, trained by Eugene Burns with Antonio Whitehall. Number 2, Dominant Spirit, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Javanil Patterson. Number 3 is Bergheim, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Number 4 is Dreaming of Kona, owned by Pan Am Racing, trained by Stephen Gaskin with Praven Badri. Number 5, Truly Warrior, was scratched. Number 6 is Frosty Blue, owned by Mitch Sutherland and Rick Wise, trained by Rick Wise with Kamal Santo. Rounding out the field is number 7, CPG, owned by Drop-In Racing, Parker Ouellette, and Shelby Ladisher, trained by Steve Keplin Jr. with Sven Balrup. The Bull Blade Stakes. Here in race number 5, they'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
All right, another stake race for the boys, going 5.5. Very competitive field. I'm going to start with the 2, Invader from Legacy and Lone Star, which is down south. This horse, big effort, 2 back, stock took over from outside post position. I like that race. Even the last race at a smaller track in a tough stake race came off the pace. Very versatile. I like that when a horse can do that. Others to take a look at is the 7 horses. Already had a start here at ASD. Battled a little bit on the outside. More kind of stock took over. Good tightener. Can certainly come back with an improved effort and win back-to-back. And then the Invader from Woodbine, but was mostly down south at Tampa and Florida. Can sit just off. Closing late. Really good workout coming in since that nice stake race at Woodbine. Watch out for that one as well. Current favorite. But let's go 2, 7, and 4. Kirt?
Yeah, Stretch, I ended up going to number 4, Dreaming of Kona. Has a big late kick that it showed at Woodbine last time out when they sizzled on the front end. What I like is that was 5.5 furlongs. A duplicate effort like that, I think, has a big shot of winning. I also like the 2-horse Dominant Spirit. Dominant Spirit has run some big races sprinting. Last time out at Legacy Downs in Nebraska, I think it was just too short, never got out of the gate well, but still came with a big late rally and rounded out with number 7, CPG, who won the 3X allowance in good fashion. So I'm giving you 4, 2, and 7. Good luck here in race number 5.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD. It's post time.
Just Trust Me leads the older boys into the starting gate. Dominant Spirit walks in. Here comes Bergheim. Dreaming of Kona. The current 8-5 favorite is in. Just 2 left to load. Frosty Blue. And now just waiting on CPG. The field is set. They're at the post. And they're off in the Bow Blade Stakes. Quickly from the far outside, CPG out to get some position. In between horses, Dominant Spirit. On the rail, Just Trust Me makes it a trio. Bergheim up close in 4th. Then it's Dreaming of Kona. Unbelievably close, going 5 wide. And the trailer, Frosty Blue, 23-3 the opening quarter. And it's 4 across the track. CPG with the short lead. On the inside, Just Trust Me. 3 wide, that's Bergheim. Dreaming of Kona is 4 wide. Then it's Dominant Spirit and Frosty Blue. They hit the head of the lane. Just Trust Me with the lead. CPG trying to get him in second, and Bergheim on the outside, 3 wide, 16th of a mile to go. Bergheim, CPG, but Bergheim is going to take the Blow Blade Stakes. Second is going to go to CPG. Close for third between Just Trust Me and Dreaming of Kona. The Stewart's opposed to number 3, Bergheim. As your race winner, second goes to number 7, CPG. Third to number 4, Dreamin' of Kona. And fourth to number 1, Just Trust Me. They went the opening quarter 23-3, the half 46-1, 5 furlongs, 58-2. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 105. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of the Bull Blade Stakes, that's number 3, Bergheim. Bergheim is a chestnut gelding, 4 years old, by Union Jackson, out of the mare Cool 10 Grand by Malibu Moon. Owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno, and ridden to victory by Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 105. Assiniboia Downs is very pleased to have on hand the representatives of the Assiniboia Downs Off-Track Betting Network to make a presentation to the winning connections. Also, congratulations go out to trainer Jerry Gorno, who scores the hat trick. 3 wins for trainer Jerry Gorno. Race 5 is official in the upcoming 6th race. Classic high 5 wagering. There are no changes. Post time for race number 6, 14 minutes away. And time is running out to get your 50-50 tickets. The current jackpot, $480 and growing. Tickets are available at guest services, the VLT cashier's cage, from the roaming 50-50 ticket seller, or just go online at 5050.asdowns.com. Sales will close at 9:50 p.m., which is just a little over 26 minutes away. You don't want to miss out. And welcome back down paddock 4, race number 6. We have an allowance optional $22,500 claimer for 3-year-olds and up. They're going to go 6 furlongs. Quick look back at race number 5, the Bow Blade Stakes. Never in my wildest dreams would I think that there'd be 5 of them battling from the 3.5 all the way to the wire with 1 at the back of the field.
Yeah, no kidding. It was recognize what was going on. I would say the 3 going off at 16-1 was a huge overlay in the sense of it shouldn't have gone on that. A lot of late money on the 2, and then that pushed up the 3 on the odds. And so I thought when we were talking about on the show, this horse was closer in the mix, like a certain contender shouldn't have been 34. So the people that had him at 34, congrats on a nice
Oh, that
payout.
was a great pick.
Okay.
All right, on to race number 6. Let's try and make some money back.
Yes, for sure. Let's go. I'm going to start with we're all over the map in another one. This is another one of those, could be a stake race. There's some of these in here. You talk about Ghost Hero, which I'll let you talk about first. Sorry, Colin. I'm going to talk about the 7. Ghost Hero, the horse was in this race, the previous race, won the stake race. So anyway, I'll get to my horse. There we go. Thanks, Colin. He says, let's just talk about my horse. Malibu SS is a former stake horse here at ASD, and the last couple races was as well. 2 back, very nice race. Last time in the mud, not so good. But throw that race out. The horse went off at 17-1. This horse is normally good on the off track. That's what we have out there. Look at ASD races. 4-4 in the money, has won 6 races at the distance. I think you can't leave this horse out. 7-2, I think, is a very nice price.
Yeah, even though I did in my picks. I went to number 6, Ghost Hero. Look who it beat last time, Bergheim. I think that's what you're getting to.
Yes.
Ghost Hero ran so good, stalked the speed, but there isn't a lot of speed in here. And Ghost Hero at the 6 furlongs, 5 starts, 4 wins in that mile and a 16th race. This horse ran 6 furlongs in both of them. Unfortunately, they were a mile and a 16th. It ran so good last time out. I think just because of its positioning and the way it ran, this had to be my top player.
Oh, that's fair. It almost was my top selection. Let's take a look at the 2. This horse is coming from Hastings. Very successful, 7 of 8 in the money. Look at the start of the year. This horse was right in the mix in the optional allowance races, then runs super long races. But I think this horse is just so versatile. Great workouts coming in, including that 6 furlong workout. Great story, Kirt. You have to tune back to ASD Live to hear his fun story about going to Maui. But it's not going to help you in this race on your story, so we won't get to it. Anyway, I think if this horse runs a top effort, looks great in the paddock, certainly can be there.
Also take a look at number 3, Falsely Accused. Lost to CPG, who ran second to Bergheim in the Bow Blade. And Just Trust Me. And this horse did gain some ground down the lane. I think the horse really needed that start under the belt for one, but what it really needs is more distance. It gets an extra furlong today. Unfortunately, there isn't as much speed in here, but the way Falsely Accused ran, it's got to be respected, and not getting a lot at 8-1.
Yeah, let's take a look at the 4 Medicine Dog. The dog clearly needed that start, showed some good speed. Won a stake race as a 3-year-old last year. I do like that. I think that extra start's going to help. I think Jerry's put this horse in the right spot for success. I think the right trip, you talked about not a lot of speed. This horse can sit close, get a jump on some of the closers.
Yeah, this could definitely be the speed of the race. Also look at number 1, Morrow Outlaw. Only 1 start last year. Was second beaten a nose, but placed first. That was a really close finish that day between Judo, Horse of the Year, Morrow Outlaw, and Bandera Azteca. If Morrow Outlaw can come with that same kind of race as it showed last year, can definitely be a contender.
For sure. A couple of the long shots would be 5 and 8. They have workouts coming in. I like the 5 furlong works. Another 6 furlong work on the 8. Needed that start clearly. Actually had a bit of problems in that race. But again, can show the speed, expect a better effort. shouldn't be 30 to 1. I think it should be a little bit lower. And you forgot the favorite.
Yeah, number 9, Tail Lights. Here's a horse that just got up to beat Chief Brady in a hard-fought battle inside the 16th pole, coming out of a top barn. Not a lot of speed to run at, but this horse doesn't sit that far off of it. Is jumping up 2 levels from the first level allowance to the third level allowance. I think the odds are a little short, but running well right now. Let's go to our bets here in race 6 stretch. What do you have?
I'll try an exactor box, 2, 6, and 7. Got some nice prices in there. And then I'm going to start a new place parlay, 40 place on the 7.
And I'm going to do a triactor. I'm going to put the 6 on top, Ghost Hero, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That's $20. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 6, and we'll see you back for race 7 for more classic high five wagering. The horses are on the track for race number 6, our VIP Fan of the Night race. They're going to go 6 furlongs for $21,000. Number 1 is Moro Outlaw, owned and trained by Monique Goulet with Rashad Knights. Number 2 is What's Shaken, owned by Dennis Spence, trained by Cindy Krasner with Karen Kellewan. Number 3, Falsely Accused, owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer with Siobhan Townsend. Number 4, Medicine Dog, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Number 5 is Arrest, owned by Kirk Sutherland, trained by Rick Wise with Ronald Alley. Number 6, Ghost Hero, owned by Pan Am Racing, trained by Stephen Gaskin with Antonio Whitehall. Number 7, Malibu SS, owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno with Sheldon Chickeness. Number 8, that's Soaring for the Sun, owned by Wendy Anderson and Dave Gregory, trained by Wendy Anderson with Demario Bino. Rounding out the field is number 9, Tail Lights, owned by James Keplin, Amia Gorno, and Steve Keplin Sr., trained by Steve Keplin Jr. with Tyrone Nelson. Our VIP Fan of the Night race with classic high five wagering. They'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
All right, another talented field of boys in here going 6 furlongs. Wide open betting race again. I'm going to go to the 7-horse Malibu. This horse has run very good races at ASD and is in good form 2 back throughout the last one. That's why you're getting 5-1. I think that's an overlay. I'll take 5-1 all day long. The 6 horse, big first out, likes going the 1 turn, throw out the 2 turn races, and this horse is a good play at 3-1. Again, 4 out of 5 at the distance. Watch out. Repeat effort puts him right there. And the 2 horse, coming from Hastings Park, usually goes longer at the end of the season, but the sneaky one, last time fresh, came off the pace and won it. I think the same thing can happen. Looks ready to go. 7-6-2. Kirt?
Yeah, Stretch, I went to number 6, Ghost Hero. Did beat the Beaublade Stake winner Bergheim last time out. Has a great running style, has a fitness advantage, and we've seen that play into these 6 furlong races. So I think he's the top play. I also like number 3, Falsely Accused. Made a rally against 2 horses that were in the stake last race. Wasn't able to catch those, but gets a little extra added distance. We'll absolutely love that. And number 9, Tail Lights, the current favorite, ran absolutely huge, beating Chief Brady in the last start. A duplicate effort, definitely can win, but I'm going to give you 6, 3, and 9. Good luck here in race number 6.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD. It's post time.
Morrow Outlaw, the first to load. What shaking is in? Stepping up, Falsely Accused. Medicine Dog stepping up. And then Arrest's turn. Here comes Ghost Hero. Malibu SS is in. Just 2 left to load. Soaring for the Sun. Now just waiting on the current favorite. At 2-1, that's Tail Lights. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the middle of the track, Ghost Hero way well to his outside, Malibu SS. Soaring for the Sun from the far outside with Tail Lights. Those three hustling hard on the rail. Medicine Dog settled back in fifth. Malibu SS, Morrow Outlaw on the rail. In between horses, Falsely Accused. Then it's Arrest, who's the widest of them all. And your early trailer is going to be What's Shaking. 23-3, the opening quarter. And it's Medicine Dog with the short lead. Ghost Hero to the outside in second. Making up ground, that's Tail Lights. Sitting there in third to the far outside. What's Shaking is Motivated. Medicine Dog through a half of 46-2. But here comes Ghost Hero. Ghost Hero now with the lead, rallying on the far outside. Here comes What's Shaking. What's Shaking is gonna take it. Second is gonna go to Ghost Hero. Very close for third and fourth between Malibu SS and Tail Lights. The Stewart's opposed to number 2, What's Shaking. As your race winner, second goes to number 6, Ghost Hero. Third to number 7, Malibu SS. Fourth to number 9, Tail Lights. And fifth to number 3, Falsely Accused. They went the opening quarter 23-3, the half 46-2. 5 furlongs, 58-4. Time for the 6 furlongs, 112. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of our VIP Fan of the Night race, that's number 2, What's Shakin'? What's Shakin' is a big gelding, 5 years old, by Rallis, out of the mare Omi by Rosberg, owned by Dennis Spence, trained by Cindy Krasner, and ridden to victory by Karen Calawan. Time for the 6 furlongs, 1:12. Race 6 is official in the upcoming 7th race. Classic high five wagering. There are no changes. Post time for race number 7, 16 minutes away. After the final race, be sure to head up to the clubhouse for our popular Crazy Hour. Beer, shots, and wine, $5.50 and 25% off all starters. And we have a $500 Crazy Hour cash draw that'll take place at 11:30 p.m. in the VLT Lounge. And welcome back down the paddock for race number 7. We have a $7,500 claimer for fillies and mares 3 and up that are maidens. They're going 5.5 furlongs. Quick look back at race number 6. Well, Stretch, can horses close? What's shaking? Dead last, made the big move around the turn, was quite wide, but had enough in the end to mow them all down.
Yeah, it was recognized that they were going quicker than we thought it expected, right? They did go quick. Good effort. Makes sense. We knew this horse could run. Ran well fresh last year. That's been a good trend when horses have been coming off layoffs, the ones that have done well. Sure enough, we're going to see this horse in some stake races all year long, I think.
Oh, I think so too. All right, on to race number 7. Who do you like in here, Stretch?
Okay, I am going to start with the 7 as my top selection. I know you're going to go elsewhere, but I didn't mind this horse's effort last time out.
Well, this is the obvious one.
It is the obvious one. I don't like obvious on these ones, especially since this horse has had many tries. But I think it's the most likely winner. It's an evenly type horse. We can see that you can close on the track. They are stretching to 5.5. Some of these horses struggle to get that distance. So we're going to see if this horse can just kind of run that evenly race. I'm not going to run to the windows to make a big bet, but I think it's the most likely winner. Doesn't mean they always win, though.
I went to number 5, Golden Chiro. Baccaro, the dad, had 11 wins, made $1 million from 5.5 to 1 mile and a 16th. The mom, Antebellum, had 3 wins, $70,000 in earnings. This has 2 siblings, both of them full. One of them, Smoochero, a horse running here at the Downs that in its last race ran second at the first level allowance and won first time out and has 2 wins, 30,000 in earnings. The other one, 3 wins, 46,000 in earnings, and first time out was second beaten ahead, going only 1,000 yards, rallying. So I've been looking at horses like this where their siblings, especially the full ones, win first time out. That's why I'm a big Golden Chiro fan in here. Debuts on Lasix, and Eugene Burns is having a good meet to start off 2026.
He has, for sure. My semi-long shot, 5-1, 10-1 morning line is the 2 horse. This horse didn't have a great start and then rushed up and pressed a little bit. Pressed the eventual, was the winner. It happened to be the 1 horse in that race. And then just got tired after that. I think this horse is going to improve. I like that the horse has only had 2 starts. A little bit more improvement on the second start this year. I think it puts her right there.
Also look at number 4, Arya's Ride. I like that race on February 28th, going 4.5 furlongs. Horse was back by 11, only got beat by 4 in the end. The third place finisher did come back to win, then was off a spell, came back in April, was beaten double digits in there. I think this is a horse that'll sit back, make a late run, does have 1 workout coming in over a wet, fast track. Little one in 3 furlongs. Phoenix horses do very well here.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the 6. This horse had the 1 start over the track. Ran evenly, I guess. It's one of those that I think the horse needed a start. Is one of the 4-year-olds. I do like that, being older against some of the younger 3-year-olds. It's more of a place or show horse for me. Does look good in the paddock, though.
Yeah, definitely does. Look at number 8, Not True. One of the bombs on the board at 17-1. Has hit the board in 9 out of 14 starts. Started off the year with a 4th place finish and then came back with a 3rd after running a couple of seconds. This one doesn't have any early speed. Expect a late rally.
For sure. Another lightly raced horse that's at 30-1 if there was going to be an upset, and somebody is cheering for this horse because they get paid in the pick 5. Special weight and then drops down. I always like that angle, right? They thought there was more, got bet at 10-1, and it was a decent race for sure in there. Has to improve as a workout since. I do like that.
Also look at number 1, Twilight Ride. Jason Homer sends this one out. He's been on a roll as a late. Twilight Ride really didn't show much last year. First time out was the best start. A 5th beaten 8. Did have some trouble in a couple of those. but now goes from the 4 to 5-year-old campaign. That could shake things out, but let's go to our wagers here in race number 7, Stretch. What do you have?
We'll play a little bit of a try. Wheel 2-7 with 2-4-6-7 with 2-4-6-7.
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
And if I get this, I'm moving it on to tomorrow's Wednesday show parlay. Just trying to sneak one in there. And if I lose, I still start at the same. Don't have to get the car change. Like
should I start a show parlay? I can't get it on the Wednesday. Maybe I should start on Tuesday.
You know, I'll let you put the 20 on the 5.
No, I'm good. I'm just doing a tractor in here. I'm going 5-7, 5-7 with 2-4. A $1 ticket is $4. I'm doing a $5 one for 20. Good luck with all your wagers here in race 7, and we'll see you back tomorrow, 6:45 Central for ASD Live. The horses are on the track for race number 7. They're going to go 5.5 furlongs for $10,000. Number 1 is Twilight Ride, owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer with Neville Stevenson. Number 2, Moonshine Boogie, owned by Arneson Farms, trained by Lise Pruitt, Sierra Pruitt aboard. Number 3 is Offshore Account, owned by Matty Dirksen, trained by Devin Gittins with Rashawn Brewster. Number 4 is Arya's Ride, owned and trained by Sherry Lang, Arthur Badu in the saddle. Number 5, Golden Chiro, owned by Joseph Schumer, trained by Eugene Burns with Siobhan Townsend. Number 6, that's Trish, owned by Pan Am Racing, trained by Stephen Gaskin with Christopher Mamdine. Number 7, Starship Paradise, owned by Glenn Miller, trained by Jerry Gorno with Tyrone Nelson. Rounding out the field, number 8, Not True, owned and trained by Marion Johnston with Sheldon Chickeness. Classic high five wagering here in race 7. They'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes. And we've drawn our winning ticket. In tonight's 50-50 draw, the winning number, 562 49879. Once again, our winning ticket in tonight's 50-50 draw, 562-49879. Congratulations, you've won $250. If you are on hand, please report to Get Services on the main floor, South End.
All right, the girls close it out on a fast card that's had a lot of great races. They're all looking for their first lifetime win. I'm going to start with the favorite. I haven't had that many favorites win today. This horse chased the speed last time and just couldn't pass. It was 3 lengths clear of the rest. It's a really good angle when you're betting maidens because the winner is out of there. Let's take a look at a couple other ones. The 2-horse, good first race over the track of the year. Pressed the pace after a slow start. I think she's going to improve, and if she does, she could even upset the 7. And the 4-horse, coming from Turf Paradise, usually runs evenly, can pass some horses, maybe pick up a nice third. 7, 2, and 4. Kirt?
Yeah, it's Rich. I ended up going to the first-time starter, number 5, Golden Chiro. It's 2 full siblings. Both ran monster races in their first outing. This one has been working well and has workouts dating back to Tampa. And I really like that gate work most recently in 49 and 2. I'm going to put it on top. I do like number 7, Starship Paradise. 6-5 on the board. Chased a good one, and she's so Croatian and didn't give up ground. This is the horse to beat. And number 4, Arya's Ride, coming by way of Phoenix. A big race going 4.5 furlongs 2 outs ago. This horse will be at the back trying to rally. 5, 7, and 4. Good luck here in race number 7.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD. It's post time.
Twilight Ride, the first one in for the nightcap. Moonshine Boogie goes in. Next up, Offshore Account. Arya's Ride. Up and in. Golden Chiro, the first-time starter. Next up, Trish. Just 2 left to load. The 3 to 5 favorite, Starship Paradise. Now just waiting on Not True. Arya's Ride, a little fractious in the gate. Now settled. They're at the post. And they're off. From the middle, Trish shows a little bit of early speed, but there goes Offshore Account. Straight to grab the lead, Golden Chiro. Showing speed in between horses, 3 wide. That's Starship Paradise. A gap of 4 lengths back is Trish. Moonshine Boogie. 3 more to Arya's Pride. And the trailers are going to be Not True and Twilight Ride. Starship Paradise now opens up by 5 through an opening quarter of 23 and 4. Golden Chiro on the outside in second, back in third. Offshore Account rallying Trish on the outside. The half 46 and 3. And this is Starship Paradise all by herself at the 16th pole. She's going to win by 5. Golden Chiro second best. Third's going to go to Trish. 4th to Arya's Ride. And 5th, Moonshine Boogie. The Stewart's supposed to number 7, Starship Paradise. As your race winner, second goes to number 5, Golden Chiro. Third to number 6, Trish. Fourth to number 4, Arya's Ride. And 5th to number 2, Moonshine Boogie. They went the opening quarter 23 and 4, the half 46 and 3. 5 furlongs, 59 and 3. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 106 and 2. Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in race number 7, that's number 7, Starship Paradise. Starship Paradise is a Bay filly, 4 years old, by McLean's Music. Out of the Mare's Secret Garden by Flanders Fields. Owned by Glenn Miller, trained by Jerry Gorno, and ridden to victory by Tyrone Nelson. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 106-2. Congratulations goes out to trainer Jerry Gorno, who scores the 4-bagger. 4 wins for trainer Jerry Gorno. Well, now it's time to head up to the clubhouse and enjoy Crazy Hour. Beer, shots, and wine, $5.50 and 25% off all starters. Plus a $500 cash draw will take place at 11:30 p.m. in the VLT Lounge. And don't forget, live racing resumes tomorrow at 7:30. We'll see you then.